Nearly 10,000 years ago, the southern tip of the Indian subcontinent was separated, due to various geological changes and natural calamities, to become an island, what is today known as Sri Lanka. This island was thinly populated by Dravidians, who are the forefathers of today's ethnic Tamil community. The island has seen a number of foreign invasions and colonization throughout its entire history. The first of such invasions took place when groups of East Indian gypsies began sailing southwards years ago, and settling in the southern parts of the island. With the appearance of foreign element, the aboriginals of the island started moving towards the north and the east to find protection with their siblings of South India. Many years later, various kingdoms were established, the south being ruled by the Indian invaders and the north by aboriginal Tamils. There have been many skirmishes littered throughout the history of the island between the kings. In 1505, the Portuguese conquered these kingdoms, followed by the Dutch in 1658. The British invasion took place in 1796, which saw the eradication of all kingdoms of the island, and administration of the island as one entity. The island was given independence by the British in 1948, by which time the East Indian immigrants were the majority in the island, and were more commonly known as the Sinhalese. With the power in their hands, the Sinhalese began the ethnic cleansing of Tamils in various forms. The violence perpetrated on Tamils in 1956, 1958, 1977, 1981 and 1983 were notable for its cruelty. Thousands of innocent Tamils were slaughtered to death with impunity, in a pseudo-democratic country, while the whole world was watching and issuing statements. With the massacre continuing and the world being indifferent to state terror, the Tamils took up arms to protect themselves in the 80s. A horrific civil war ensued, in which more than 100,000 innocent civilians were killed by the government. Today the Sri Lankan government has announced its victory, after most of the Tamils have been driven out of their homes and scores of lives taken away. However, many believe that this victory is hollow, and a true victory is possible only when the island goes into separation, as it was in pre-colonial times. Richard Anderson, Wed News Service, Melbourne, Australia.